Hi there, people. So, my name is Ax, and I'm an instant healing hypnotherapist. And in today's video, we are going to talk about why do you keep attracting narcissistic person into your life. So, if you are someone who keeps attracting narcissistic people into your life, this video will help you understand the subconscious conditioning that you have that is making you a magnet for these kind of partners into your life. And by the end of this video, you'll also know how you can break free from this pattern. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that we need to understand is, as per our subconscious familiarity, we always attract what we feel inside. This is because our subconscious mind works on familiarity, and that means that it will always attract us towards people, places, and situations that mimic what we are already feeling inside. Now, if that is true, that means that it is applicable even on a narcissistic person as well as the person who's a victim of a narcissistic partner. So let's explore both the sides so that we can understand how this works and you can understand how important this is. Now, first, let's talk about the narcissistic person. A narcissistic person will only have empathy for themselves. They will only love themselves and they will only be caring about themselves. So, if that is true, what do they attract? They attract people who are obsessed with them, who are emotionally attached to them because that's what they feel inside. But also, they have an over sense of self respect, self esteem, self worth, self confidence, and sense of identity. So, what do they attract? They attract partners who are latched onto them, who are just confident that this is their partner and they just can't leave that particular relationship. And we're going to also understand how these patterns at a subconscious level are developed. But we also need to understand, if you are someone who keeps attracting narcissistic partner into your life, what's happening inside your subconscious mind? Now, in your subconscious mind, you will have over empathetic nature. That means you overly empathize with people. You might be overly expressive in love. You might have over nurturing traits inside of you. That's the reason you become so obsessed with these partners. However, on the other hand, you also might lack self worth, self respect, self confidence, self esteem, and sense of identity. And that makes you want to do things in relationship that you wouldn't normally do. And that's what a narcissist also feels about you. That's how they make you feel. So if you see, whatever we feel inside is what we attract in our relationships. Now, if you were someone who had really balanced personality, you wouldn't even have a narcissistic person around you. They might come across you, but you just wouldn't let them be involved into your life. The only reason you allow them to be involved into your life is because they make you feel exactly what your subconscious familiarity is. Now, let's understand the different traits and how they are developed between the ages of 1 to 9 during our childhood. Now, let's talk about the father wound first. Now, between the ages of 1 to 9, our subconscious mind is developing. So, between these ages, the emotional connection of a child with the father helps the child develop 5 traits at a subconscious level, such as self worth, self esteem, self confidence, self respect, and sense of identity. Now, these 5 traits are influenced by a father figure. Now, let's suppose in between those ages, the relationship of a child wasn't great with the father figure, or even if there was one single moment that weighs really heavily on the subconscious mind, as a result of that, these 5 traits will be compromised within the subconscious mind of a child. And by compromised, I mean they can either be in excess or in deficit. In case of a narcissistic person, they have it in excess. But in case of a person like you who might be attracting these people into your life, you might have them in deficit. That's the reason that these people make you do things because you do not have at a subconscious level the sense of self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-respect, and sense of identity. That's what they use it against you. Now, let's focus on the influence of a mother and what a mother wound can do to your subconscious mind. Now, between the ages of 1 to 9, the influence of a mother helps the child develop certain traits as well, such as empathy, expression of love, nurturing, creativity, and spirituality. Now, these five traits are influenced by the emotional connection with a mother figure. Once again, if the relationship of the child wasn't great between the ages of 1 to 9 with regards to a mother, then that means these five traits will be compromised. They might either be in excess or in deficit. In case of a narcissistic person, they are in deficit. They do not have empathy for anyone. They do not express their love to anyone. They do not nurture anyone. That's the reason they want to control and make you do things that you wouldn't normally do because they have no empathy for you. Now, let's suppose if you are a victim of narcissistic partners, you might have these five traits in excess. Now, due to that, you might be overly empathetic about your partner. You might be giving them a lot of the second chances because you're so emotionally attached to them. You might be overly expressing your love. You might be overly nurturing your partner. Now, if you see, it all adds up. So, in case if you are attracting these narcissistic partners into your life, you might have a father wound that puts all the five traits that are influenced by a father figure in deficit, and you might also have some kind of a mother wound that puts all the five traits that are influenced by the mother in excess. That is the subconscious mind map for attracting narcissistic partner into your life. But does that mean that if anyone has this kind of a subconscious mind map, they are naturally attracted to such partners? No. We need to also understand the concept of nature versus nurture. So that means if you have that kind of a subconscious mind map with regards to the father wound and the mother wound, two things will happen. Either you are going to be naturally attracted to people who are narcissistic, or you might nurture your partner into behaving in a narcissistic manner. So let me explain that. Now, if you attract someone who is naturally narcissistic, that means that this particular person is by default having those traits inside their subconscious mind. So once you remove your father wound and your mother wound, your attraction toward this particular person will just end because that's what we call trauma bond. However, let's suppose you have a nurturing subconscious mind, which means your partner might actually not be a narcissistic person. However, the way you behave, the way you act, you nurture your partner into behaving as such. Because remember one thing, your subconscious mind works on familiarity. It will only attract you towards people, places, and situations that mimic your subconscious conditioning or whatever you're feeling inside. How nurturing works is, let me give you a very easy example so it becomes really easy for you guys to understand how you might be nurturing your partner. Let's suppose you go out with your partner. You guys are on a date and he asks you, what are you going to have? And you just can't decide. But since you can't decide and you're taking a lot of the time, he might pick something up for you. Now, if he does pick something up for you, you have subconsciously conditioned them within this one single moment that they can choose for you. Now, going forward, such events where you give them authority to choose for you are actually subconsciously nurturing them into controlling you. So when shit hits the fan and when you guys have conflict within your relationship, your partner is subconsciously conditioned to control you, and they will control you. They will try to put you in line because in their subconscious mind, that's the way this relationship works. You already have established those dynamics within the relationships. And that's how nurturing works. So it's not just about having a father wound and a mother wound and having those traits in excess or deficit, but it's also about whether your subconscious mind is naturally attracted to such partners or it is nurturing your partner into behaving as such. But in either of the cases, what you need to do is you need to get inside your subconscious mind, access your subconscious mind between the ages of 1 to 9, and identify the point of origin for the father wound as well as the mother wound. And once you remove that, the traits that are influenced by each of the parents will be balanced. The moment they are balanced, if you are naturally attracted to a narcissistic partner, you just will not feel anything for them. And that's what a lot of my clients have felt. The moment they get inside my 15 days instant healing program, we heal their father wound and their mother wound, they just can't feel anything for their partner anymore. Guess what? They are happy. However, even if you are in a relationship where you are nurturing your partner into behaving as such, once you heal your father wound and your mother wound, that relationship will flourish. That relationship will become better. Your partner will no longer be behaving as such because they were only behaving as such due to your subconscious influence. Once your subconscious mind is healed, those traits are balanced, that relationship fixes itself. Now, if you guys see, we always attract what we feel inside. And this is what I help my clients with in my 15 days instant healing program. So if that is something that you guys would be interested in, the way to sign up for my 15 days instant healing program, where I help you learn the art of instant healing hypnosis so that you can get inside your subconscious mind and remove any kind of trauma or blockages in less than 2 to 3 minutes. And I also teach you conversational hypnosis so that you become a magnet in any relationship. And the best way to sign up for my program is to start with a free mini therapy session with me in which I will assess your subconscious mind map and I will assess if I can offer you my program. However, if I feel like I can, I'll respectfully refuse because in my program, I promise everyone the results that they are seeking. So I need to ensure that I can help you out at a subconscious level and give you the results that you are seeking. Only then can I enroll you into my program. So I'll leave the link to my website to sign up for a free mini therapy session with me in the description box as well as in the pinned comment so you guys can go and check it out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed. Do leave a good comment expressing how you have experienced these issues in your life. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.